Niners. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Two and a throw right away. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken. Across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will find his man Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Oh, nice move. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the option left, here's Tua. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Quickly to Addison here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Bunny TX. Hey! Hey, turbo two.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2nd down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 43 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Turbo 3, kick.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good. Let's go.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and
under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback at just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. Hits Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 57 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Mims, 60 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They're right here.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2 is, and the throw here caught by Addison. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Being chased out left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, Murray. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
45-yard line.
And they'll run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock. Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Murray. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
With all the success
success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
21G, 21G.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Tua going to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Got his open man. It's Carr. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
32 stingers.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! George Kittle, 28 yards. And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now 3rd down and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one, eluding the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That is caught. He's got a 1st and maybe more. Touchdown! 49ers! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Niners 31, Cardinals 14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Let's go.